Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Our House 21 and it's time for an update. Now, I just want you guys to just stop for a second and just appreciate what's in front of you right now. Okay, on the right hand side of the screen, you have, my guys that you're all, familiar with, that you know and love. You've got Slade up front, which is a rustler. He's gone to 72 miles an hour so far on 3S LiPo with, small motor. You've got my Basher Scratch, and then you've got Dizzy. Dizzy just pulled 102 miles an hour on GPS at today's Run DMV event. Although I'm still not lining up on the traps right, so the trap's only at 98.7 or something like that. It's cool though, but Dizzy, he's doing his thing and he's making me proud. But then you look over here and you've got a bunch of new additions. So now you notice one of these things is not like the other. So you've got these two blue XO1s up front, but there's something interesting about both of these guys, and I'll go into that in just one moment. But here in the back, this is the new member of my stable. Now you notice these guys are blue. This guy is this guy, as you see, is part of the family. That guy's mine. I'm keeping him. He's going to be my new run car. So when I get out to do runs in the future, you're going to see 3 cars getting out trying to do numbers. Slade, Dizzy, and this one. And I'm still working out the name. I've got a couple candidates. I'll reveal that later, But, well, this guy is built from the ground up, XO1, that I made for my personal fleet. And I want to apologize to all you guys just really quickly, because I have an editing backlog that's nightmarish. I've got something along the lines of 10 hours of video in a can right now, and I'm not kidding with that number. And I've got a bunch more videos that I need to get out and push along and just push out in the next weeks. So stay tuned. You're going to see a lot of content coming. Some of it's kind of older stuff that I need to just work off through and everything. But that being said, I've got unboxings. I've got some lab videos. I've got some interesting little experiments. So I've got lots of interesting stuff that's going on that you guys should have a lot of fun with. But I'm kind of jumping into the sequence just for 2 reasons. Number one, just to kind of congratulate Dizzy back there for doing good things. Just the weather turned cold today, and at today's Run DMV event, it was hard for a lot of guys to hook up. So the tires, it was cold pavement, windy. The cars just weren't able to get traction. But whatever's going on in Dizzy is going on well, because he was able to come in, get good traction, have maneuverability, and lay down some solid numbers, on an unfavorable day. So yeah, that's, I can't say anything negative about that. And also, Dizzy is currently really under geared. I'm one of the guys pointed out today that Dizzy just seems to be efficient. It's blasting. It's able to go through and just do pass after pass after pass at about 100 miles an hour, and that's something that most cars can't do. And all I can say for that one is I thank the both bearings. I thank the 1717 big block motor that I've got there from Dollar Hobbies, and the SB Racing tires and the aerodynamics works, and all the stuff. Whatever the magic is on that, a lot of stuff is coming together and working well. So this car has higher aspirations. It's got bigger goals in his mind, but I like to take the crawl, walk, run approach. That means I get in there and it's funny, like some of the guys are kind of ragging on me today because they're like, man, you think too much. You're just thinking way too hard about this stuff. But, but to me, I'm an engineer. I'm the geek that was sitting in the back of the classroom working out math problems for fun. So for me, doing that stuff is fun. That's part of the challenge for me. I don't just want to just throw in a bunch of stuff and just knock it out. I want to understand what's going along the process, because when you understand it, you got the formula for it, then you can reproduce it. Plus, I like to find out, like goofy little things about stuff that, the hidden little treasures or secrets, or the stuff that people don't want to tell you about that you only find out by really delving in there. And I've uncovered some pretty interesting secrets all the way, along the way so far. But rolling that over here, like right now, I'm thinking about calling this guy True or Truth, one of those two. Although my wife wants me to call him Surly. Long story behind that, that's for another day. But part of the reason I'm leaning towards the names True or Truth is because these cars, Dizzy and True, are going to help me to find some truth out there in a whole bunch of fiction. So I want to be able to have platforms that I know are tried and true, that I can rely on to give me reliable numbers, repeatable numbers, and shake out, some things. How are things working and why are things working? So these guys up here in front, these are experiments. And so I'll just jump over here. This guy right here, both of these guys are destined for eBay, but they're destined in two completely different ways. So this vehicle right here isn't really a vehicle. This is a bare chassis. This is an X01. This is just an X01 shell, and as you see, just an empty chassis right now. And the plan is to build this guy up from the ground up, from scratch, for one of you guys. So I tried this before. I called it Project Banshee, and I didn't have any bites. I had some people who contacted me who were kind of interested in possibly doing something, but nothing came to fruition. And I think that was partially because at the time I was advertising it as an X01 killer, 100-mile-an-hour car, but I hadn't had a 100-mile-an-hour car in my stable yet. Now I got a 100-mile-an-hour car. Now I got 200-mile-an-hour cars. So, I'm getting the formula. So I like to build, and I want to do something. I want to do something special for somebody. So I'm going to make an eBay listing. I'm probably just going to repeat my Banshee listing, but I'm going to do something with this vehicle. I'm holding in reserve, and don't let the blue body fool you. I'm probably going to just list this body separately, but I want to start from a foundation. I want to build something from scratch for somebody that is cool and that's special, and has some interesting goals. So keep an eye out for the listing. That should be going on soon. This guy right here, though, this is something completely different, because one of the things that I discovered when I was doing my research for this guy back here is that there's a lot of mystique about the X01. It's kind of like a unicorn, because everybody knows about it, but not that many people actually seen one. Hobby shops don't usually keep them in stock. If they have them in stock, they usually don't take them out of the box because they're so dang expensive. And it's like people just think that they're made out of gold, and that there's all this magic formula in it to make things work. But truth be told, the X01 is a slash, straight up slash. And I'll just show you in here this vehicle, and I have further videos that go more into this, but this vehicle is slash differentials, slash, basically the whole front and rear clips are slash, differential housings, A-arms, everything. But what they do with the X01 is just put in some bling parts, beef some things up, and call it a day, and jack with the price. So I was like, I think I can build an X01 with slash hardware. So that's what this guy is. This is an X01 rolling chassis in every meaning of the words and everything that is true. This is an X01. However, you look in here, you have stock X01 drive shafts. There's stock X01, let me say that, I said that wrong. There's stock slash drive shafts, stock slash differential housings, and differentials inside of here, front and rear. You've got, these are the regular X01 shocks. But basically every place that was expensive for X01, I just replaced it with slash, and this thing is in perfect operating condition. It's great, and this would be an awesome vehicle for somebody. So I'm going to list this as a rolling chassis and start it off. Heck, I'll start off at 99 cents. I have a reserve that's pretty decent. But, this guy right here, uh, I use this as a learning tool, and just to prove this was built up from 100% new parts that came from Dollar Hobby and a variety of other sources. This is real. Now, I've got some wheels on here just so I can show. Those will not be included in the auction, okay? I'm keeping these, and these are just to, have something to roll around with. But, yeah, but basically, this is just a rolling chassis. But this, in every way that's meaningful, this is a full-blown X01 rolling chassis. Just throw a motor and ESC and your receiver and servo in here, and it's good to go. And like I said, I just want to prove the point that, a lot of people out there think that, you just write a big price tag. So you write a big check and just throw a bunch of stuff together, then you magically make things happen. And that there's if it's expensive, it has to be better. And that's not true. Because some people are going to probably yell at me, why are you putting stock drive shafts in an X01? That's never going to handle power and everything. That guy handles the power. Lamont's Lamont from Bashers United, his slash did well over 100 on stock X01 drive shafts. The differentials won't hold. That guy's got stock stock/differentials. So there's Lamont, so there's a lot of people. The X01 differentials are a little bit beefier because they actually have some extra reinforcements because they're the same ones that's used in the E-Revo. However, you're not bashing off-road with this thing. Those extra reinforcements are there for people who are launching those cars off of mountaintops and doing all sorts of crazy stuff with it. On a straight line speed line situation, you don't need that. So I want this to go to a good home. I want somebody to build this, and I want someone to do something special to it. However, if you want, whoever wins this, talk to me. If you want me to finish the build for you, I can do that too. You want me to build this up to something made to order, kind of like what I was thinking with Banshee, we can do that too. It'll just be a different price point. So I'm flexible with these right here, but I use these as learning tools, and I want them to find a good home now. So, and the last thing over here, so all my run bodies, this guy right here is fiberglass. I did something kind of special with him. I'll talk more about that later in a subsequent video. So I actually finally got around to filming my full fiberglassing 101 video. As you can see, I've got exposed fiberglass, so you can see the mesh pattern through there. It's a really cool effect and everything. But I wanted to test some techniques before trying that. So this guy right here is a X01 basher body that I picked up, but now it's a fully fiberglass X01 basher body. And I actually did these at the same time, but I did this minutes before I did that just to make sure that things worked properly. So you see it's fully fiberglass all the way inside. But then my new technique where I do epoxies, or when I do composites, I also go through and I rivet along at key strategic parts, because that, like I mentioned before, when you have a composite reinforced body, like Scratch right here, if you don't have a mechanical connection on top of the adhesive, then the bodies are going to separate, and that's, as you can see, that's happened on Scratch. But I don't really mind that on this, because this is a basher body, and to me that just makes it look prettier, because this guy works for a living. It's been beaten to crap and it survived, and that's kind of his battle scars, so he's earned that. But that guy's a pretty boy. I'm sure he's going to earn his stripes just like Dizzy has. But I wanted to make sure that when this body went over, and it's probably going to go over because most speed run cars go over, and as much as I like the X01 platform as I've gotten into it, the X01 platform has some issues, and I'm going to delve into that in future videos. But there's a reason why you see so many X01 videos with the guys doing backflips. It's funny, Lamont was cheesing me when I decided I was going to get an X01, saying, okay, I look forward to seeing your first backflips. But for those of you in the know, the reason why you fiberglass these things is because, you can't really get a good idea about strength from a video, but just kind of watch this. I'm moving this thing around. This thing's flapping in the breeze. These shells are not made for strength. They're made for pliability, and they're made to be lightweight. So even though this is advertised as a 100-mile-an-hour car, it's not made. It's made for the average person to be able to kind of achieve 100. But if you're making a car to go 100 all day long, you do different things to it. You make the handling different to it. You make the stability different. The CG's in a weird place. There's a lot of issues with this car, but I think those issues can be fixed, and I think it has a lot of potential. So, but I was saying about the body, there's a lot of things you have to fight to make these things work. The body shouldn't be one of them. So just because of the clients of the body, how it pops around, I just like the more rigidness. As you can see here, with this guy, I'm able to pick this up and move it all around, by the nose. This thing is heavier, but to me, there's good weight and there's bad weight, and this is weight that I don't mind carrying. So, but this was an experiment just to see, for me to learn with and get some techniques. Experiment's done. So this is ready to go to a good home too. So keep watching the channel. I'll post a link to my eBay auctions. My wife and I have a bunch of stuff going all the time. So she has a lot of collectibles and that sort of stuff. I auction off RC stuff, but keep a look out for our little eBay, it's not a store, but our little eBay, our link, and you're gonna see that guy, the bodies, lots of stuff. I've got a lot of X01 running gear because I bought a lot of stuff to play with it, to learn about it. Now that I'm done playing with it, it's time to let it go. So I've got X01 tires that are going to be coming up, X01 drive shafts, X01 differentials, because I want to know about this stuff. So when I built that guy, I was knowledgeable. So yeah, aluminum knuckles, aluminum axle hubs, the whole 9 yards. So keep a lookout. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming together, and I want this stuff to find good homes, and I have a great subscriber base, so hopefully it goes to one of you guys. All right, this was a little bit long. Sorry to kind of rant on, but like I said, there's going to be a lot of new content coming. I'm going to delve more closely into this guy, show you what I've done that's different as opposed to the standard X01 configuration. You're going to see more of Dizzy, Scratch, and Slade as it come up. Slade, look right here. Slade is motorless right now. Slade is getting a little bit of an upgrade. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that as well. It's funny. We were talking with some of the guys. There's a lot of guys who are purists. They think that if it's a 10 scale, you should keep it 10 scale, keep it pure. I left purity a long time ago when I slapped these wings on it. So I think there's a place for scale purity and all that. The thing is, there's a reason why, like, even though I've set some of the same goals as a lot of guys, I don't necessarily participate in the clubs and stuff because my goal is knowledge, not necessarily t-shirts. So, and I'm not knocking the clubs at all. I think that's good stuff. That's great things to achieve for. But, I guess I'm on a little bit different path because, like I was mentioning some of the guys earlier, for me, the big thing is understanding, knowledge, and building. I'm that geek. There's a reason why the Facebook page is, I call out to the RC speed geeks. So not everybody gets that. But for those of you who do get it, y'all my people, and I appreciate it. All right, so our House 21 signing out. Remember the mantra: fly, fix, fly, break it, fix it, do it all over again. Remember to check me out on all the social media aspects: Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to check out the eBay listings. They're going to be coming up here soon, so watch out on the Facebook and Instagram feeds. I'll let you guys know when the stuff goes live through that. But yeah, remember, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know about these projects too. If you got ideas or you got suggestions, throw that to me. I love to get ideas, and I love to get status checks, course corrections, whatever you want to call them, from all you guys out there. Because I tell you one thing, I have a great community of guys out there, guys and gals. Let's be all inclusive. But the people who are on the page are awesome. And, it's a great community, and we're all trying to do good things together, and I like to give credit where credit is due. If you see me borrow an idea and I forget to give credit, let me know. No offense was thrown out there or anything like that, because to me it's all about the pursuit of knowledge and about us all moving forward together. You know, I don't take sides, I try to stay neutral. I'm on the path of truth. I like that. I might go stick with that name. All right, guys, our House 21 signing out. Peace.